Everything you need to know to trade meme coins and lose all your money. Now I'm joking, but you can make upwards of like $10,000 to $40,000. Now I'm not trying to set yourself up with too high of expectations, because honestly at the very beginning you'll probably lose money, but that's also why you want to start with just a little bit while you increase your skills and become more knowledgeable about the crypto space, especially on the Solana meme coin blockchain and exchanges, and then being on crypto Twitter to see what exactly people are buying. There's a ton of information that we're going to go into later on in the video, but I just wanted to get people who don't know anything about crypto, like don't even have a wallet on Phantom or a BullX account. I wanted to get these people set up so they actually can start trading meme coins, because people don't even know how to get started. If you want to get into like my strategies, you already have your Solana and your BullX and Phantom wallets. You can skip to the end for some of my strategies. They're my two main ones. Have I lost money doing these? Yes. Have I made a lot of money doing these? Yes. But I've definitely come out positive. No one's going to be undefeated in this game, even like the best traders of all time. So anyway, to get started, what you're going to want to do is start up a Coinbase account or just use your Robinhood. If you don't already have these, you shouldn't be doing this anyway, because you know nothing about finance, and you should research into this stuff before you start trading meme coins, because this is the most volatile and risky market there is, and you're going to get completely decimated. So please do not lose your life savings. Do not bet your house on it. Do not take money out of your 401k for this. Only use money that you do not care about. And I know we all care about our little bits of money here and there, but like you're playing money that you can afford to risk, not financial advice whatsoever. So buy Solana on Robinhood. You can click the amount here, or you can buy it on Coinbase, as I said earlier. Then there are two ways to buy Solana meme coins. And by the way, just to give y'all a little context as to why we are only trading on the Solana blockchain, yes, you can do it on the Sui or ETH blockchain or Base or Hyperliquid. There are a ton of different blockchains that you can trade meme coins on. Solana just has the easiest pathway for people to create coins. I have even done it myself. One of them went to 100,000 in like 7 minutes, and I sold it like 15,000. And no, I didn't rug anybody. It was just like a little test. I wanted to see what I could do. I thought it would go higher to like 1 million, and I lost out on 100K bag, but it's all cool. In sum, essentially Solana has the most meme coins. That's where all the most popular ones are, at least in this bull run that we're in 2025. Ethereum was the last bull run's meme coin trading blockchain. Also, the transaction fees are way less than Ethereum. You don't have to pay $150 or so in gas fees every time you trade a coin, but that also makes it much more GT. A GT is essentially somebody who sells within like a couple minutes of them buying it. So it makes the market way more volatile, but again, there's way more volume on these chains, and therefore coins can run from like $5,000 market cap to like 2 billion with Fartcoin. So anyway, the first way to buy your first Solana meme coin is to start up a Phantom wallet. And essentially all you got to do is search up Phantom wallet on Google. Down here, you hit download, and then you get the Chrome extension. Now I already have it here. I don't have any money on it because I don't really use Phantom to trade meme coins. However, I did start on this, and I keep Solana or just other coins on here from time to time. But essentially when you set up the Phantom wallet, it'll give you a passphrase, which you'll want to write down on a physical piece of paper so that you don't forget it, because if you don't have that, you get locked out of your wallet and you lose all that money. Also, you'll have like a little easy password, just like you log into your computer. Normally, you don't have to give the passphrase every time you log into your Phantom wallet. Then, once you bought the Solana on Coinbase and you have your Phantom wallet, what you're going to do is press receive on your Phantom wallet, Solana, and then you're going to copy this wallet address. Then you're going to send crypto in Coinbase, paste it into where you want to send it. Voila, you will receive Solana in your Phantom. Now, once you're here, you can go to swap, and you can basically type in any of the coins that you've been seeing on Twitter or TikTok that you probably want to buy, such as say like a coin that I really like and have a ton of money in is MLG. However, you are going to run into issues, which is why I don't really use Phantom, because a lot of the coins aren't searchable on Phantom because it takes a little bit for them to register or get to a certain level of market cap. Right, here's a popular one, Bonk. And I can use my Solana right here, which I have 0.75 of, which equates to $177. I can use that to buy Bonk or Dog with Hat, which is also a really big meme coin in the Solana blockchain. And there we go. Then I can check in the home tab of my wallet and watch the number go up or down. However, you don't really get to see the charts, so I don't like using Phantom wallet. You can't really do any technical analysis analysis. Not that that really matters anyway, because it's a meme coin. It doesn't work in rational ways that the stock market does, or even Bitcoin. So instead, we're going to use this one platform called BullX. And as I mentioned before, this gives you the chart so you can properly assess if you want to buy a coin based on the price, because none of these meme coins actually have a business that underlies the price of the coin. It's all just memes. It's all based on how much a certain coin is being talked about on Twitter, or what people think is going to go up in price or down in price. When somebody buys, the price goes up. When somebody sells, the price goes down. When somebody buys a lot, the price goes up a lot, and the same thing vice versa for down. Now, as you can see, I'm up like $9,000 on MLG. Earlier today, it was like 40,000. So I'm just waiting for that price to go up. I think it's going to surpass its previous all-time high of like 168. It almost did today, but then Bitcoin crashed. So pretty much every single meme got nuked as well, but that just happens. Literally this morning, it was down like $5,000. So this market moves super fast. You got to have some actual fucking diamond balls to hold these things, because the price will fluctuate a lot. You just got to be really smart about buying and selling. But regardless, still setting up the BullX account. This is an invite only exchange. You don't have to use my link. I have it in the description of this YouTube video, but you do have to use a link to get into the system. Just to give you a quick disclaimer, I do make, I don't know, like a couple dollars or maybe $10, $15 for every person that signs up using my link, but that's just pennies considering one Solana is worth like $250. So I don't really care about that. Just want more people to get on BullX, because trading these meme coins is fun and can make you a lot of money if you get good at it. Now, when you sign up for your BullX account, you do have to create a Telegram account as well if you don't already have one. So create that first, and then I believe the link will take you to a Telegram in which you'll have to hit like login. It'll do some sort of verification, and then it'll take you to a website on your browser. And yes, I do this on my computer. You can do it on your phone as well. It's just that the interface isn't as in-depth. So whenever I can, I use my monitor on my computer or my laptop as opposed to my phone, but I still do make a lot of trades on my phone because it still does work pretty well. And just like Phantom, you will need Solana to be able to buy these meme coins. So you'll have to click this button on the bottom left and then go to add funds. And then again, you'll have to copy this address and go to your Coinbase, or even you can send it from your Phantom if you accidentally sent the money there first, and copy the wallet address and send however much Solana you want to put into that account. I would suggest 10 to 20 Sol in your BullX account so that you can actually work with a good amount of money and get a nice return, because these coins will move up and down 10% or so, potentially even 2x if you get lucky, although that happens a decent amount, especially if it's a newly launched coin and there's a lot of whales buying, as well as the fact that every time you make a trade, buy and sell, there is a transaction fee or a gas fee that's going to eat into your profit even if you sell for a gain. And so if you're only utilizing like 1 Sol per trade, say you got a 10% gain, so that's like $20 or $30, both the buy and sell, you're gonna lose out on $10. And then you only made $10 after risking a bunch of your money, and then you only made 5%. So that's why usually my minimum trade is like 5 to 10 Sol. But now let's set up your BullX like interface, because it can look very stressful and cause you a ton of anxiety, especially because it starts out in the 1 second time frame where it looks like it's going up and down really fast, but in all reality it's not if you zoom out. So typically, even when I'm trading a coin that's like a $1 million market cap, which is still very small considering like MLG is sitting at nearly 100 million. So you'll go to this top left, you'll click the 1S, you'll do 1 minute, and then already it's gonna look a lot easier to read, right? It looks like it hit, 160 mil, it's down. So now this might be a good time to buy. Personally, if I had more Sol and I didn't already have a ton of Sol in MLG right now, I probably would buy right now, but I already got a good price. As you can see, my average price is 91.8 million. So I'm up, as I said before, like $10,000 or so. Now, considering up here, it says that MLG is 9 months old. So it's a well-established coin and a well-established community. If you check it on Twitter, which again, we'll go over a little bit later, I'll actually make the time frame 1 hour, and then you can really see the full context of the coin where it's making significant progress. It got nuked because of the Trump coin. Again, we'll get into that a little bit later in another video, but it had a huge pump today. And yeah, I believe, again, just my personal opinion, that it's at a good price to purchase. Regardless though, not financial advice. In addition to that, the default interface will start at price, which is kind of complicated to read, like what is 0.029861. So what most people do is they use market cap, which gives you a better whole number like 99 million. Usually meme coins will have 1 billion coins in circulation. Therefore, the numbers are pretty much the same, just moved over a couple decimal points. It's just much easier to read. As you can see, 98 million instead of 0.0099 cents, you know, or dollars, shall I say. Next, the time frame is going to be all messed up because it's a decentralized platform and therefore it doesn't know what time zone you're located in. And so you might be in the East Coast like me or West Coast of the US. However, the time is not going to be synced up with your time zone, and therefore you're going to want to change that just by right clicking at the bottom, going to time zone, and then I'll do New York because that's East Coast. Next, you'll want to go to the very right with this little pig nose looking icon. You're going to want to enable MEV protection. Essentially what this does is, if you're on a minute time frame, you can see it much more clearly. This candle right here specifically, it's only filled to about $91 million market cap. However, you can see this really skinny green line right here that went up to 112. Sometimes when you buy these meme coins, there are bots that'll basically screw you and make you buy at a much higher price. So this person unfortunately got MEV'd, which is exactly what I told you to enable before to mitigate that issue, whereby they bought it when the price was around like 90 million. However, for whatever reason, their purchase actually went through at 113. So you start off already at a significant loss. So this MEV protection is a little more expensive than the transaction fee if you were to just buy it without the MEV protection on. However, it can save you 10 to 20% right away. Additionally, once you get a little bit more comfortable with the price action of each meme coin, you can actually see how much people are buying at specific times, such as if I scroll this up just to make it a little bit larger, I can see people selling, not very much. These are usually just bots, but like you can see sometimes this one's a 10 SOL transaction. So, you know, there are people with a little bit more money buying this coin. Sometimes I've even seen earlier today 644 SOL on MLG, which a lot of people thought was like Aiden Ross or Banks or any of the other influencers that are backing this specific coin. But if people are selling like 100 SOL at a time, you know, like maybe you should be a little bit more weary about getting into the coin because a lot of the whales are selling and that makes the price go significantly down. But vice versa, when the price is going up, when people are making large buys. Additionally, on the bottom right, you can see the stats. I don't really check this just because I have a feel for the graph anyway, and I can check the manual stats of buys and sells as I just showed you before. But you can see in different time frames like 5 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hours, 24 hours of how many buys and sells are going through to see the general direction or trend of the coin. Such as with MLG, once again, there have been 5,700 buys, whereas there's only been 4,600 sells, which should tell you that it's getting more buyers than sellers or holders of this coin within the last day, which could be a good signal that you should buy. But again, there's a lot more stats that you need to look into. I can't really go in depth on that in like a tutorial or beginner type video, so I wouldn't really worry about that too much. But the main thing on this dashboard that I want you to look at is my position, this little tab on the bottom right, where it will update in real time after you buy into a certain coin. It'll tell you like how much money you have remaining, because you can sell 50% of a coin and still have some remaining. And so you just subtract how much you've sold from how much you've invested in total, and that'll give you the remaining once you factor in a little bit of profit, because that should be around 33K. And then if you add the 10K profit that I already have, because I haven't sold this batch of MLG yet, that would get you around 42.81K that I have in this coin, which sounds way more scary than it really is because I believe in this coin. But hey, I might be broke after this. Not actually, but just in my crypto wallet. And that should get you started on BullX. Now let's get into the strategies that I use particularly. I've got two, depending on the coin that I'm getting in. If one's like a more short-term play that's just running in the morning or at night, and then other ones that I'm buying buying and holding for a couple of days up to a month, let's say. And to get started, I would probably buy into coins that you're seeing a lot on Twitter or TikTok, or that you hear from friends that you trust, mind you, because some people are buying utter bullshit. But the more established coins that are getting talked about by like normies or the mainstream are gonna be larger market cap and safer plays. Even if it goes down, you're not gonna lose like 100% of your coin. You're not gonna get rugged like you would if you bought a coin that was created like 5 minutes ago and is running up to $1 million market cap in a couple of minutes. And then again, people could sell that off instantly, and then you lose literally everything up to like 99%. But before we get into that, there are 2 steps that I think everyone should be utilizing. A lot of people use different tools like Dex Screener or Orange's Potion Alpha Discord community. I don't think you need to use all of that because it overcomplicates things, and before you buy into a coin, it can slow you down, and then you basically miss out on the entire opportunity, at least for the quick runners. So something that I recommend to basically everybody is to turn notifications on for Whale Watch. And this will essentially tell you what large whales of already established coins that have run up in the last week or month or a couple of months, what these whales, and I'm talking people who made like millions or $100,000 in these previous coins, what they are buying, because typically these people who already got rich on a certain crypto have some sort of insider knowledge or are better traders than the average person. And therefore, I typically only buy coins that the smart money or the big money is buying, because why would we do more work than we need to? Why would we use all of these tools to overcomplicate it when you're a beginner and you probably don't know how to use these tools, or it's just wasting time because these people probably already use them and we can just use them as a proxy for all these other indicators that they're looking up. And so if you have notifications on your phone for Whale Watch, it'll give you all of the coins that these big whales are buying, such as ARK. Now I see ARK all the time. I've actually known about ARK since it was like $30 to $60 million market cap, and right now it is sitting at like 270 million. I actually own a lot of ARK and I've made $2,000 off it thus far, and I just bought some more because it's in a huge dip, which is to be expected because if you look at the Solana price or even Bitcoin, everything is down, and actually Bitcoin just had a huge spike, so maybe everything will go up very soon. But it's a good thing that I bought because I'm already in profits for this last buy that I put into ARK. As I was saying though, if I get a bunch of notifications by a bunch of whales that are buying a certain coin such as ARK, that'll give it a little bit more credibility as to if it's a coin that I should get into or at least look at. So all I do is take this ticker, $ARK. If you ever want to look up a coin on Twitter, you just put the $, and then whatever coin you're looking up, just to see the general sentiment about that coin. If I search it on Twitter, I can see the top tweets about it, but usually I'll go to latest and I'll refresh the page a bunch of times to see how often it's being tweeted about. So if ARK was tweeted about 10 seconds ago, 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, so that tells me it's a relatively relevant coin that people are buying or talking about, and therefore it's not going to be a dead meme. But as I was saying, I'll take this ticker ARK and then I'll go to BullX and I'll type it in here and I'll click on the top coin, because usually there are a bunch of other clones that are trying to scam people. You want to be very mindful that you're looking at the correct coin. I'll open up the chart. As I said before, this is a well-established coin, 1 month old. So I'll typically go to the daily chart where it looks like it has an upward trajectory. It's forming higher lows. It dipped a lot. However, that's still higher than where it dipped to last time at 187. So I thought it was a good buy price. And I'll probably hold this coin for a week or two because it's a slow cook. It's a well-established coin. It's not going to be super volatile. It'll be way more volatile than stocks, but this isn't the type of play that you are going to make like $1,000 in literally 3 minutes, like some of the really fast runners that we'll get into for the next strategy. But it's a much safer play. You can definitely feel more comfortable with putting more money, such as like 10, 20 SOL, as opposed to a coin that's $100,000 market cap where you put in only 1 to 5 SOL. But those will typically potentially 2x, 3x in a matter of an hour. But these are typically labeled like conviction plays, things that are usually backed by a really strong community on Twitter, or it'll actually have some innovative technology. ARC is like a AI agent rig or something. I don't necessarily completely understand all this tech behind these meme coins. You don't have to, because the price is not even associated with the actual tech, nor is the price correlated with the technology's revenue. But all you got to know about these slow cook plays with the higher conviction bags is you want to buy blood. You do not want to top blast these, even if it already reached an all-time high and you think it's going to go higher, because it could easily retrace, as you can see from some of my buys, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, where I bought 1,000 and then another 1,000, and then I only ended up selling like 1.8K because it took a pretty fat dip. But then if I bought at this dip right here at the very bottom and then waited a couple weeks again, I could have 2x or 3x my money with one trade. And so, lesson learned, that's why I'm buying at this dip right here, and I'm just gonna wait a week or two. And I did the same thing with MLG. I bought these dips from its all-time high, and I'm again up like 11,000 now. If you were listening to me earlier on this video, I was only up like 9,000, so that's $2,000 profit. Now it's gonna continue to go up and down significantly, but I believe that this is gonna go to $200 million market cap. So this slow cook, since I put like 30,000 in here, I just feel really good about, and even if it goes down, I'm not gonna lose that much money in proportion to what I put in. Now let's talk about the scalping, which is what you see all of these meme coin traders doing on Twitter and on YouTube and on live streams, where they're buying absolute shit coins that are worth like 100,000 or even like $1 million market cap, and you see them getting like 2-3x's. It's the fast money, it's more sexy, it gives you that dopamine, it's literal gambling. And don't get me wrong, I still do it every day pretty much just for fun, but the slow cooks are really where you make your good money. But once again, I use the Whale Watch tool or Twitter account to give me notifications on some of these plays, because these whales are buying them as well. A lot of the meme coin traders, again, on these social media platforms, they'll be showing you that they buy on this new token list with new creations. Look, there's one with $7,000 market cap. This one's 97. But as you can see, after it graduates, meaning that the coin went from pump fund, which is originally where all the coins or a lot of them are created, it's when they migrate to a lot of the other decentralized exchanges such as Radium, BullX, whatever. And that happens around $100,000 market cap. But no, I do not touch any of this, because as you can already see, this deep dog coin, in a matter of literal minutes, it jumped all the way up to say 100,000 market cap, and then it went down to 25K. So if you thought that you were gonna make money by buying at $100,000 and you thought it was gonna continue going up, you literally just got rugged. As you can see, the dev bought here and then they sold and rugged everybody, and you would have lost 75% of your Solana. That's why I don't touch any of these. Yes, you can make a lot of money if you're really good at it, but a lot of it is luck. So again, what I'll do is go on Whale Watch on their Twitter account. It'll list, say, this Cur coin, which is $8.5 million market cap, which is relatively small. Let's type that into BullX, Curryso. Have no idea what that is, but I'll usually check their website on these icons at the top left. You can check their Twitter as well. Let's see what it is. Infinite canvas for your thoughts, connect nodes and AI services. See, I don't really know what this is. Nobody really does, even when they buy into it. Their Twitter is at 1,400 followers. Let's see, their engagement has 88 likes. So maybe this is something that you should look into. But regardless, it's still a new coin. It's only 19 hours old. And as you can see, it's jumping up and down really fast. So if you want, you can try and buy at one of these dips. But the main thing is not even about reading the chart. Technical analysis does not apply to meme coins, at least in my opinion, because it's a very irrational market where people are essentially gambling, as I said a little bit earlier. So you want to find coins that are getting talked about on Twitter more than just people shilling them on their timeline, because a lot of people will buy a coin and then post it on Twitter and then act like it's something bigger than it really is, when in reality it can get rugged, or a bunch of people sell and the price goes down and you lose a bunch of your money within a couple of minutes. And so that's why I like the other strategy that I was telling you about before with the slow cookers. Yes, there's a lot less to gain, because when you buy at a super small market cap, if it goes to $100 million, you potentially 10x your money, but there's a higher chance of losing all your money too. You're already in the meme coin space, which is super risky. Why would you create more risk for yourself? Unless you're only putting like 1 to 2 SOL in there, why not gamble it away? Whatever. We're in an online casino at this point, I guess. But with these smaller market cap plays like $9 million, the general strategy is to scalp, which is basically get in and get out within like 10 minutes. Yes, I see a lot of people post things where like they sold way too early and then it ran up to 100 mil, but at least you made money. Never be sad about taking profits, because you could very easily lose even more money by waiting it out, thinking it's going to go way higher, and then all of a sudden it crashes. A good example of this was the Trump coin, which Whale Watch posted around like $10 billion, which I personally thought was way too high, so I didn't get into the Trump coin. However, then eventually that night or the next day, it ran up to $75 billion. So potentially I could have 7.5x to my money. But as you can see, if you thought it was going to go up even more because you're like, oh, well, the Trump supporters are going to get in on this, like my mom and dad, etc. Well, it crashed all the way down to 27 billion in a matter of a week. So again, with these coins that run up super fast, you gotta be really suspicious about it crashing super fast, because the harder that they go up, the harder they go down. And so in sum, you're probably gonna make more money on these slow cooking plays that I was talking about a little bit earlier, with coins that actually have communities and people posting content on Twitter about like MLG or Fartcoin or some of these bigger coins that have like an actual lore behind it. It's all about the narrative, but obviously you wanna get good price points when you buy. So you wait for a little dip. Don't be scared if it drops down like 10-20%, although at some point you need to cut your losses. But again, with more established coins, they could easily run up like a week or two later, such as MLG, where literally when I bought back in after selling at one of its recent all-time highs, it kept going down after I bought it at 120 million. And I literally stared at the screen go all the way down to like 45 million. So I literally almost went down 2/3 of my money. But because I had conviction in this community with banks and a lot of other influencers behind this certain coin, now I'm back in profits, and I bought at lower prices called DCA, or dollar cost averaging, to make my average price go down further. And all of a sudden, again, like a week or two later, it has a huge candle where it goes from 61 million all the way up to, earlier today, it hit 162. I should have sold and then got back in down here, but you never really know where the price is going to go. So at that point, it's just somewhat chance. But I'm going to probably sell around like 200 or 250 mil and walk away with my 40, 50, 60K profit, and we're going to buy a Lamborghini. I'll see y'all at the convention. But with all that being said, that should be everything you need to know about getting started with meme coin trading. I'm going to be live streaming just daily runners or what I'm thinking about the market. I want to do daily updates just because this is what I'm doing all day anyway. So might as well talk to a lot of other people about it instead of just my crypto group chat. And if this helped you, make sure to like and subscribe, because your boy gonna be in this shit making manyan on a daily basis, and hopefully you're there with me so we can all race on the highway. It's been your boy Chef Bob cooking them slowly, of course. I'll see y'all later. Peace.